welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Herbivores. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the LYKA compatible custom Saurolophus. And now on with the making of our Saurolophus. So we started off by, focusing on the head. This is actually a giraffe Duplo alternative figure or a third-party figure for that makes this toys, and then we sculpted it and attached it to the way I usually do my hadrosaurs. As you can see here, it has the actual body of the usual hadrosaur that I have. I added here osteoderms on the back, so to make it more interesting, of course, and then primered it, of course, and now we're ready to paint. So we'll be using some brushes here, acrylics, and of course some water, and we're going to start on the painting. So here we have a mixture of white, a little bit of yellow ochre as well, and some burnt sienna, just to redden it up a bit. And we're painting on strategic areas such as that of areas in the face, the lower neck, the underbelly of the creature, some parts of the tail as well. Well, actually most parts of the tail, because you'll learn later on that we'll be using it as like how most hadrosaurs are being depicted now by paleo artists. So we blast it off with a heat gun or a hair dryer, and once it's dried, we're now moving on with some reddish colors here, but this is actually burnt sienna mixed with a little bit of red. So we're painting on the crest and also the snout of the Saurolophus here, carefully, not painting on the white sections because later on we don't want those already repainted. Now that is done, we have here a mixture of burnt sienna, some black, and a little bit of purple or violet, and we're putting it on the body of the Saurolophus here, avoiding the white sections because we don't want to paint on top of them later on. So you guys must be asking why the Saurolophus. Actually, the Saurolophus is one of the very first hadrosaurs that I've known of because of the movie Land Before Time. So you know that one of the main characters there, Ducky, is a Saurolophus. At first I thought it was a Parasaurolophus, but eventually I learned that that is actually a Saurolophus, and I think it's high time that we create a Saurolophus here on the channel. So here it is. Okay, now, so to bring some more interest and so that it's not very plain, and also wanted to create something different for the Saurolophus, here I'm dry brushing some rusted colors here on the back of the Saurolophus and also on the head and neck as well. And so after this, we just need to add in the details, of course, the eyes and also other speckles as well. And that's it for the making of our Saurolophus. Let's now announce the Guess SPECIE contest winners, and we have 10 lucky picks. Here they are: Vanya, Christopher Craig, T-Rex Studio Productions, Ariel Martinez, Javelot Trains, Palio Spino, Ellie Joriel, Ariel Martinez Osorio, Giganotosaurus Maximus. There is a Mr. Therizinosaurus, and now for our top 10 winners: Rainbow Racer 95, Therizinosaurus, Historia de Thor, Drevnedu, Rooney's Dino Art, Rainmark 11 years old boy, Lego Vietnam Bricks, Cretaceous Bricks, White Smile Boy, and Colton Todd. Congratulations everyone, and for those of you who'd like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon, it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage. In the homepage, just click on the community link to see all our posts. And now moving on with some bricks of our Saurolophus. Alright, so let's count out the number of parts of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 parts. Let's start by connecting the head here with the neck. Connect this one to the body. Of course, let's connect the lower arm here with the what do you call this? The arm, and then let's connect this one to the body. So this one goes here. There you go. And then this one goes here. Just twist that one. Alright. Now the legs. Let's connect this one. And then the other one here. And then of course the last part would be the tail. There you go. And that's our assembled Jurassic Dino Riders inspired Saurolophus. And now for the closer look of our Saurolophus. Hello there everyone, and I'm very excited to be presenting our Dino Riders inspired Saurolophus. So here is our Saurolophus, and so you can see here that it's actually very inspired by the toy, but later on I'll show you the picture. Of course, EB here would be coming back later on for some size comparison. So let's take a closer look on our Saurolophus. So our Saurolophus here is actually based up from this particular photo over here. It also has a photo that has some armor in it, but I'll show you later on, because I've also created a simple MOC inspired also by Dino Riders as well. But for now, let's focus on the figure and let's take a closer look on this one. Alright, so very similar to what we have seen earlier on regarding the Dino Riders Saurolophus, or the Tycho Saurolophus. Tycho is the toy company that actually generated that toy way back before, and they are responsible for some of the Dino Riders line of toys from when I was younger. Right, so it has this brick red crest to it that extends towards the snout here. It has a duckbill, very duckbill like look and sculpt to this one, and the eyes are way above here over the head, very similar to most of the what do you call this, ornithopods that I've done before. And it has the same, you know, neck mechanism like most of my ornithopods. So we have here, or hadrosaurs I mean. So also we have here some details of scutes on the back, as you can see here, lined on the vertebral column, and has several articulations to this as well. So the colors on the entire body is very similar to the Dino Riders or Tycho toy. It has a dark brownish, actually it's almost black in the picture, but I wanted to give it some more, you know, details to it, so I had some mixture of browns and blacks to it. The underbelly and undertones are whitish, and then I took the liberty of creating these details on the tail, because most of the present day or modern depictions of the hadrosaurs would have this type of markings on the tail as well. So the red details on the body, I didn't want it to be very strikingly like a triangle here, so I wanted to create several details of speckles on the body, neck, as well as the extremities as well. So this is how I interpreted what the Saurolophus from the Dino Riders and also the Tycho toy would look like if it was done at present day. Also, in terms of articulations, of course, this doesn't move the mouth, but because we are using the giraffe head to it from Duplo, we have here the neck that has a ratchet joint to it, so it has a lot of, a movement to it. The the same as going towards the neck, because this one I used the Ghidorah figure neck for this one. The arms would have a ball and socket joint on the elbow. Unfortunately, when I was sculpting on the hands on this one, the clay went through the articulations on the wrist, so these are not moving, but that's fine. The legs of course can move, and then of course there's a swivel joint on the tail as well. So that is for our closer look on our Saurolophus, inspired by Dino Riders or Tycho. And now for size comparisons of the Saurolophus. And now we move on with some size comparisons. And here is the comparison between a human being here and a Saurolophus. This one is there are two species or subspecies of Saurolophus. One is a larger one and one is a smaller one. So I guess this one is in the middle. So it can be the Osborne Saurolophus, I believe. So that it's actually a good size for a Saurolophus of that particular species. Alright, so let's now move on with some size comparisons. So there's going to be not a lot, because I wanted to compare or make a comparison between the main characters of the Land Before Time series over here. So here's a poster of the Land Before Time series. So we're going to start up with one of the smaller friends of Ducky, which is our Saurolophus over here, the Pteranodon. So the Pteranodon in that particular movie, and it actually became a series, would be Ducky. So Ducky is our Saurolophus, and the Pteranodon friend of Ducky is called Petrie. So Petrie here is our Pteranodon. So probably when they grow old, they would have the same sizes as well. So here is the Pteranodon compared to the Saurolophus. Okay, so up next would be our Triceratops. So the Triceratops name in Land Before Time is actually Sarah. So Sarah here, when grown up, should be able, or should actually look like similar to this one. So Sarah and our Saurolophus Ducky here, this is how they would look like when they are adults already. And then of course, one of the best friends of Ducky would be the Stegosaurus, which we call Spike. So Spike, of course, because it has those stegomizers on the end of the tail. So here is our I think this is my version 1 of the Stegosaurus. Oops, sorry about that. So comparing it in terms of size, this is actually almost the right size to it. So because hadrosaurs are quite big, but in terms of bulkiness, our Stegosaurus would actually be one of those contenders. And in the film itself, the Stegosaurus called Spike is actually not a picky eater, to be honest. He eats about anything green. Alright, so again, one of the main stars of the series would be the Apatosaurus called Littlefoot. So Littlefoot is not little, is quite big actually. So Littlefoot is an Apatosaurus. Back then we call it Brontosaurus. So probably I would also be making a Brontosaurus in the near future, but for now this is our Littlefoot, our Apatosaurus for you guys. So this Apatosaurus is actually one of those customs that I made that are for Jurassic World Dominion. And if you haven't seen that particular custom yet, please check it out. You might want to create one for yourselves, but of course creating customs such as this, involves certain materials which may be harmful for you guys as a kid, and also some sharp objects. So when making these costumes, please do involve your parents or your guardians, or at least your big sister or your big brother. Alright, so also in the series, one of the series that Land Before Time has, was they have eventually became friends with a Tyrannosaurus Rex baby. So I forgot the name of that Tyrannosaurus Rex, but nonetheless, here is our Tyrannosaurus Rexy compared to our Saurolophus here. So I'm including the T-Rex here because the character in Land Before Time T-Rex is so cute. It has this purplish blue color to it. So I think if you haven't seen the series yet or the movie Land Before Time, if you're a dinosaur lover, it is a recommendation that you actually watch that particular movie. It will bring at least it will bring a tear to your eye, but eventually the lesson or morale of the story would be hope. There is always hope for the most direst situation. So watch the movie. It's a recommendation, guys. So yeah, so that is our size comparisons for you guys. Let's now move along with the next portion of the video, which is Extinct Breed Species Roll Call. And we have here all of the creatures that you see here, and if you do have other suggestions that you'd like to see here on Extinct Breed's channel, then please comment them down below. Also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct Breeds playlist. But I'll be putting in individual links of the creatures that I presented here so that you won't have to go through all 400 and plus videos that I've already uploaded here on my channel. Alright, so let's start our Extinct Breed Species Roll Call. Let's start from this side, shall we? This is the Extinct Breed's Jurassic Park Stegosaurus. This is the Extinct Breed's Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Pteranodon. This is our Extinct Breed's Jurassic World Dominion Apatosaurus. This is our Extinct Breed's Jurassic Park Jurassic World Tyrannosaurus Rex or Rexy. This is of course our Extinct Breed's Jurassic Park 1 or Jurassic Park Novel Triceratops. And of course, the star of the show here, this is our Extinct Breed's Dino Riders inspired Saurolophus. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll be putting up a few more clips of the Saurolophus here. So, check out the video, guys, and finish it up. Thank you so much for watching. So, I have said earlier on, this is actually based off from the childhood series that I have, the Dino Riders, so in Dino Riders, there are actually dinosaurs with certain armor on it. So I figured that why not create a small, a simple MOC to attach to my dinosaur here, which is our Saurolophus. So I wanted to show you here how I did it. So here we have EB riding the armor. We have here guns here, over here as well, which you can actually pop up and it actually shoots, but at this point we don't have that. It also has a big gun here on the top of its body, and then of course some battery packs over here as well to power the entire thing. Also we have here on the other side something to clip on the dinosaur so that the apparatus won't drop, or the armor in itself won't drop. So this is how I imagined it to be, more than how it actually looks like over here. Probably when the animation series would be dropping off at this year, there would be some differences as well in terms of how the technology would appear. But nonetheless, that particular cartoon series back then was really impressive, and that is one of the reasons why I actually love dinosaurs as well. In that series, the Saurolophus is one with the enemies or with the villains. So there they create or they control the dinosaurs by using brain boxes. So I also created a brain box here to attach to my Saurolophus, and how it attaches here would be like something like this one. So it would, if this is attached to a dinosaur, then this would definitely somehow control the dinosaurs and be ordered to attack certain people or the enemies. So this is how the Saurolophus looks like. I'm going to give you a short 360 degree view of the MOC of the Saurolophus with the MOC. So here it is. Okay, so here's a little bit of Extinct Bricks Dino trivia on the Saurolophus. So the Saurolophus name means actually lizard crest. It's a genus of large hadrosaurid duckbill that lived around 69.5 to 68.5 million years ago in the late Cretaceous. The Key from the Land Before Time franchise is a young Saurolophus. Alright, and that's about it for the video, guys. I hope you like it. And again, thank you so much for watching. And maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, Dinosaur Universe and the Adventures of Moira and Usher. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino brick roar! Thanks everyone and bye!